The economy is still growing. GDP rose 2.6% in the fourth quarter. That's compared to growth of 2.9%, though economists predicted. Let's bring in Nick Santiago, CEO of In the Money Stocks. Nick, today the PCE price index comes out. It's favored by the Fed to gauge price inflation. How critical is this number today?
Well, Ange, honestly, every number is so important because if the numbers come in hot, the Fed feels like they have to continue to raise rates. If the numbers come in a little bit softer, they have some wiggle room. But I think the bigger picture here is that the Fed at the moment does have wiggle room because the 2-year Treasury note yield is well below the current Fed funds rate. And I think that's the important story, which a lot of people are not looking at right now. So that could give the market a little bit of some steam to continue higher in the near term. And I think the biggest story over all of that economic data that comes out, especially over the next few weeks and the next month or so, is watch that 2-year Treasury note yield. As long as that's below the Fed funds rate, the markets can, basically move up a little bit. But if that 2 years starts to creep higher, that's going to be a big headwind. And I think the major headwind for the central bank.
What's your trade of the day, Nick?
My trade of the day is going to be Amazon. This stock bottomed out about 2 weeks ago. And right now it's putting in a very nice sideways consolidation pattern. I picked it up earlier this week. And I think there's some good upside for Amazon here. So that's my trade of the day. I like that pattern a lot. And this is a market where you got to be very, very stock specific. So Amazon is my play.
What would be a caveat on this trade?
Well, I think from here, the stock is trading just above 100, but it has potential to around 120. So, you got about 20% of upside here potentially down the road. So this one looks poised for a solid move. And I think that move could come rather quickly.
Amazon is just one of those stocks you have to like when nobody else does.
Exactly. And, 2 weeks ago, Ange, I really liked it there, but it was Options X week. And I know the games that get played during Options X, so I left it alone. But it's been putting in that perfect sideways pattern. And that tells us this has room for upside now. So this is the time to get in this one.
Very good, Nick. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.